But first, writer and drama teacher Rick Carlin is shining the spotlight on a local Italian market where you'll feel right at home. He says from the moment you walk through the door, you're treated like family. They remember your name and are always urging you to eat a little bit more. And if you try out their buffet, Rick warns that you may just be waddling out at the end of your meal. It's in Oakland Park and it's called Cucina Caruso Italian Market and Pizza.
Hi, my name is Domenico Caruso, chef owner of Cucina Caruso. Born in Italy, grew up in New York, and now I'm in Florida, enjoying life. I've been in this business since I'm probably 11 years old, and I feel very comfortable around food and feeding people and enjoying a good conversation. Everything's made here on premise. We make our own fresh mozzarella, we make our own bread. We do everything from scratch, so it's so fresh food. We have a regular menu. We also do a buffet during the day from Monday to Saturday, and then we do it again on Thursday nights. We put a lot of food out as far as hot food, cold food, salads, vegetables. We do a tortellini bolognese, which is with the mushrooms or the pink sauce. And our pizza is second to none. I think we have one of the top pizzas in Florida. We are going through a lot of renovation right now. We redid our kitchen and we're trying to redo our front to make more seating. You know, we're just growing with the neighbor. The neighbor is growing and we're growing with them. My slogan that I like to use is come for breakfast, stay for lunch, and have dinner. We just create good food and let the people talk for themselves. You know, when people have a smile on their face, you know, they had a good time.
So what is it? Is it a restaurant? Is it a market?
Well, I thought it was a deli for years driving past it, and then one day I went in and I realized there were a few tables back in the corner. And then I discovered the lunchtime and Thursday night buffet. It's like visiting grandma's house, I think.
Where you can never ever eat.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, Carmen?
As a person who lives the low-carb lifestyle, I was dead. We walked in, it's like visiting family and finding a small restaurant in Naples, and it's just fabulous. We started with the Antipasto, and it wasn't your typical Antipasto. It had phenomenal olive selection. Their roasted peppers were amazing. And on top of that, we had the fried mozzarella. And and you could see it's not your normal fried mozzarella. It was handmade, had a great sauce. And I'm not a tomato sauce person, and I was actually spooning on the sauce thickly.
Wow. That sounds good.
Okay. Tamara, what'd you think?
We started with the fried calamari.
Yep.
That was so good. Yeah, and it was so tender. It wasn't rubbery. You know, sometimes the calamari can get rubbery.
No, yeah, it could go either
and my
way.
husband ate the meatballs with the ricotta and the sauce.
Oh, yeah.
I
Those
do
were
not
amazing.
like meatloaf or meatballs. Those were really good.
They're like
I was
pillowy.
excited.
They're so light and
Yeah.
fluffy.
Oh, how delicious.
That was nice.
That would make me hungry. Did you have anything for a main course?
We ordered the Dom pizza. It was flavorful. I think the cheeses were great. It had all kinds of different meats. It had black olives. And then I had the Tortellini Caruso. Oh my. It comes with a tomato cream sauce. It was traditional tortellini, but the flavors of the meat within the tortellini and the pasta you could taste was so fresh. It was just so
Did they
beautifully
make the pasta
done.
there?
Some of their pasta is dry,
Okay.
but this felt very homemade.
I actually had the linguine with clam sauce.
My favorite.
It's one of my favorites too. It wasn't that night. They were so nice, I have to say. I didn't say anything. I didn't want to complain, but they were so nice. I do believe if I would have said something, they would have changed it out.
Right.
Yeah, but the rest of the food was so good. So I just think that was a one-off. They were nice.
They're exceptionally
Very
gracious.
From
From the minute you walk in,
yeah.
the owner comes to your table. He's a rather robust gentleman, and his wife, they both came to our table, they introduced themselves. The servers were very warm without being intrusive, helpful. So I love the service.
Yeah.
Me too.
Rick, what'd you have for main courses?
Roast pork. Oh my goodness, the roast
Tell me
pork
about the
there.
roast pork.
It just melts in your mouth. I mean, it's like
That was good.
butter on the plate. You put your fork through it, and it just cuts it up. It's really and quite rich in flavor. A good punch of garlic and some black pepper in there.
How were the prices?
It was a great bargain. And then all the food that we took home, it was, under $75 for 2 entrees, 2 desserts, wine,
Ooh, what'd you have
coffee.
for dessert?
I love cannoli, so.
And they're made to order.
They
pipe
they
them,
are.
They fill them
They
to
pipe them to
order.
order.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was
Were they
delicious.
delicious?
Yeah.
Well, you
I
always know a
enjoyed
good
that.
cannoli if they're crispy on the outside, right, and creamy
Right.
on the inside.
It
So
was
if you got
delicious.
that,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
you
I'm
did. And you had
so
dessert as well.
satisfied.
We asked them to just surprise us with 2 desserts, and they came back with 2.5. The cheesecake was excellent. It was not too dense, lots of flavor. They had zeppolis.
Italian donut.
Oh my! It was crispy and yummy and soft and gooey on the inside. It was the perfect marriage of texture and flavor. And then they had this tricolored cake that tastes a little bit like anise. It was delicious.
It's a traditional Italian cake.
Yes.
Well, Rick, Cucina Caruso is your pick. Sum it up for us, please.
They make you feel as if they've been waiting for you to serve you.
Carmen?
It's cozy, it's comforting. It's like visiting friends you didn't know you had in Italy.
Lovely. Tamara?
It's quaint, the food is good, and the staff are welcoming. I'll definitely be going back. Yeah.
For homemade Italian food that will leave you more than satisfied, catch a ride to Cucina Caruso Italian Market and Pizza, located at 4165 North Dixie Highway in Oakland Park. Open daily for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Reservations are accepted, and the average price for a dinner without drinks is about $25.